Self-driving cars may promise convenience, but when technology fails, your safety plan better not. Hey, I'm Dr. Lonna, Bulletproof Babes, self-defense based on behavioral sciences. Welcome to our weekly digital self-defense tip. Now, I never thought I'd be doing a video on defending yourself against a computer, but here we are. Yesterday, a man took a Waymo to San Jose's airport. He stepped out, went to the back to grab his luggage, and the vehicle drove away with it. Now, imagine standing at the airport watching your clothes, valuables, and essentials disappear because your Robotaxi malfunctioned. Waymo's solution? Pay to have your belongings shipped back or go retrieve them yourself. This isn't science fiction. This is happening now. Of course, it's not a human giving that answer. It's just another robot. But this is just one of many bad instances with these vehicles. I have personally witnessed many more. Now, you may be thinking, we don't have autonomous vehicles where I live, but I guarantee you, you will. They're coming. You can bank on it. So let me give you 3 safety tips that will help this not be you standing at the airport while your luggage drives away, or worse. But first, let me just share with you a few things I've seen with these vehicles, because I live in San Francisco, which is ground zero for these cars. They've been here for a long time. They started mapping our streets in 2009 and were completely autonomous driving around by 2018, although they were not available to the general public until 2024. So San Franciscans didn't just adopt robo-taxis, we were the test subjects. This is the chaos I have personally witnessed. 1. This past winter, my friend and I were at a major intersection when the electricity went down for about 25% of the city. Now, the Waymos got confused because there was no traffic lights, so they completely stopped and eventually blocked the entire intersection. 8 lanes. Now, guess what couldn't get through? Emergency responders, ambulances, fire trucks, police. Everything was jammed in by these vehicles. Now, as you can imagine, there's a lot of calls for those services in a power outage in a big city. You know, people get stuck in the elevators, and there's just lots of other emergencies. And we were out there for an hour just watching the pure chaos caused by these robocars. One couple that was closest to us that was stuck in a Waymo for over half an hour finally gave up and got out and tried to walk to the trunk to get their luggage out. They couldn't. We watched them very defeatedly get back in the Waymo. And I don't know how long they were there for, because eventually we walked home and didn't have electricity for 6 hours. 2, I'm driving down a narrow single one-way street when a Waymo turns the wrong way down it and confronts me head on. Now I stopped, it stopped, and then it took little short lunges at me like a teenager playing chicken with a car. I didn't move. There was nowhere for me to go. I had a car behind me. You couldn't get up on the sidewalk. So I slowly started to inch forward, and it slowly backed up until we got to the intersection and I had enough room to get around it. 3, that same week, I saw a wrong way Waymo completely block traffic that was trying to get down that same street. This time I was on foot, so I took a video of it. And now there's a truck at the beginning of the alley. I'm going the other way. Everybody's jammed up because of this wrong way Waymo. Next day, I wrote Waymo that their maps had the wrong direction for this street, and they sent me back an autonomous or automated response that was basically, can you prove it? Why, yes, I can, because I was able to send the video. Never heard back from them, but it did stop happening. So you're welcome, Google. Here's something they try really hard to keep off the news, but these cars get hacked. In 2025, a software engineer organized roughly 50 people to simultaneously summon Waymos to San Francisco's longest dead-end street, intentionally overwhelming the system in what he called a Waymo DDoS. Now, for those of you who don't know, a DDoS is a denial of service, usually by overwhelming the system. And this created major traffic disruption and exposed how autonomous fleets can be manipulated or exploited through coordinated misuse. No coding involved. It wasn't a traditional cyber hack, but it demonstrated how easily systems can be disrupted. So, okay, here's the 3 safety tips, and I'm going to give you a bonus because you stayed on this long. First of all, take a taxi or a rideshare. AI is already taking thousands of jobs away from people. Let a human drive. They're more adaptable to any emergency and most likely not going to drive away with your luggage. But especially during emergencies like a blackout, a protest, or an evacuation. 2, keep your luggage with you. Do not put it in the trunk. 3, know your manual exit procedures before the ride starts. I would tell you, but there's a lot of different makers of these cars. Here's your bonus. If you ever need to stop one of these cars, put something on the hood. A traffic cone works really well. If you throw it on the hood of one of these cars, it will stop. I'm just warning you now, they have cameras. They'll prosecute you unless it's an emergency, but you really need that thing to stop. You can throw something on the hood. Hey, the future may be autonomous, but your survival still needs to be manual. I hope that helped. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm not selling anything here. I'm just trying to get my safety messages out to you. I hope that helps. I'll see you soon.